a lot of shit happened. There's a lot of, I got a few of these videos. Some of these are probably fresh. I kind of give like videos a few days before they start before I actually react to them and whatnot, but I figured whatever, why not? Who fucking cares? Let's just look at Asmongold and everything. Let's just kind of see how all this transpired, because I'm not always, despite being a VTuber, I'm not super one for words. At least I never feel like I am. So anyway, let's just get through these videos.
Shots fired at Trump rally. Holy shit! God damn!
Jesus.
Take a look at what happened.
Oh. Yeah.
Holy shit! Holy shit!
I can't imagine I'm gonna get this. This is gonna get flagged. I mean, like Twitch or YouTube is gonna do something because it's obviously on here, but still, you never know.
Let me get my shoes. Let me get my shoes. I got you, sir. I got you, sir. Let me get my shoes, sir. Hold on, your head is bloody. So we gotta move to the class.
Jesus Christ, and they barely nicked him. They got him in the ear.
See it.
Watch out.
And he's okay.
Damn. Holy fuck, are you kidding me? Bro, they shoot him, he gets... Oh my god. Jesus, bro. That is insane.
I think the worst part, obviously, is the person who actually did get shot is dead. Actually got shot at, which is dead, which is really fucked up. There's some jackasses out there, like, oh, like, everyone seems to be too calm. Like, one, no, they don't. Are we watching the same fucking video? Two, what are they gonna fucking do? They're like in a little, like, they're kind of, I guess what is essentially is a bench. It's not like they can really run. All they can really do is cower. It's like, what the fuck are y'all talking about?
Shit.
Well, you know what? The fact that he's alive is probably what.
Wow.
We got a lot of people with there's more, I guess, people got people, I guess, kind of excited. I don't want to say excited.
I can't fucking believe it. I cannot fucking believe it, man. This is insane.
No more. There's more, and of course, Biden responded to it because, of course, he has to.
Oh, here we go. There he is.
Good afternoon.
All right.
Last night, I spoke with Donald Trump.
Oh.
I'm sincerely grateful that he's doing well and recovering. And we had a short but good conversation. Jill and I are keeping
Conspiracy, I mean, fuck any stupid conspiracy theories, especially when people fucking go, especially now on Twitter, fucking saying that it might have been staged, which is like, holy shit, what the fuck is wrong with you? Someone did get shot, and many people are already thinking that we came so fucking close to a civil war. What is wrong with y'all? But I know that's kind of really, I know that seems a little, I'm going out of nowhere with this, but, you know, he spoke to Trump. I mean, part of me wants to believe that there, like, a lot of these little weird conspiracy things aren't always so true, but I mean, I would like to believe that despite them not liking each other, obviously Trump and Biden, that they can actually have a civil conversation. I like to think a lot of these politicians can have civil conversations in some regard. I like to think what he just said is true. I mean, no matter what people want to fucking say.
him and his family in our prayers. We also extend our deepest condolences to the family of the victim who was killed. He was a father. He was protecting his family from the bullets that were being fired. And he lost his life. God love him. We're also praying for the full recovery of those who were injured. And we're grateful to the Secret Service agents and other law enforcement agencies and individuals who risked their lives literally for our nation. As I said last night,
should have checked that roof.
There's no place.
Yeah, actually, about the funny thing is, like, any real, I guess, conspiracy or anything really odd that we could probably look into is the fact that apparently there was some guy who did warn the Secret Service and the police that that guy was on that little roof and they didn't do anything, or they didn't really do anything about it. So it's like, that's the only head scratcher right now, and basically the incompetence of the Secret Service and whatnot. But, you know, whatever. Let's keep going.
In America for this kind of violence or any violence for that matter. An assassination attempt is contrary to everything we stand for as a nation. It's not who we are as a nation. It's not America.
Yeah.
And we cannot allow this to happen.
Finally.
Unity is the most elusive goal of all, but nothing is important than that right now, unity. We'll debate and we'll disagree. That's not going to change, but we're going to not lose sight, in fact, who we are as Americans. Look, Vice President Harris and I were just briefed in the Situation Room by my Homeland Security team, including the Director of the FBI, the Secretary of Homeland Security, the Attorney General, the Director of the Secret Service, my Homeland Security Advisor, the National Security Advisor, and we're going to continue to be briefed. The FBI is leading this investigation, which is still in its early stages. We don't yet have any information about the motive of the shooter. We know who he is. I urge everyone, please, don't make assumptions about his motives or his affiliations.
That's a little late for that.
Let the FBI do their job and their partner agencies do their job. I'm instructed that this investigation be thorough and swift, and the investigators will have every resource they need to get this done. Look, as this investigation continues, here's what we're going to do. First, Mr. Trump, as a former president and nominee of the Republican Party, already receives a heightened level of security.
He's already the nominee.
And I've been consistent in my direction of the Secret Service to provide him with every resource, capability, and protective measure necessary to ensure his continued safety. Second, I've directed the head of the Secret Service to review all security measures for the Republican National Convention, which is scheduled to start tomorrow. And third, I've directed an independent review of the national security at yesterday's rally to assess exactly what happened. And we'll share the results of that independent review with the American people as well.
Wow.
And finally, I'll be speaking more about this tonight at greater length from the Oval Office. We must unite as one nation. We must unite as one nation to demonstrate who we are.
I would like that.
So may God
Unfortunately,
bless
social
you all,
media.
and may
Social
God
media.
protect
So.
our troops. Thank you very much.
Mr. President, when you spoke to President Trump yesterday,
Okay, what the?
Mr. President, shifting our campaign strategy, Mr. President, do you regret?
Oh my God. Oh God, that was so fucking funny, man.
His hand, I don't like that. That's weird, creepy. That's weird looking. Anyway, of course, no, we're never gonna get that. It's Twitter, it's social media. People are already fucking putting fucking theories and shit and some weird ass other crap, and of course can't keep their mouth shut. And of course, hey Adam Krigler, the media has to spin the hell out of this.
I was actually thinking about this today. Can you imagine what yesterday would have been like if you couldn't post whatever you wanted on social media? Like, look at this. Secret Service rushes Trump off after popping noises heard at Pennsylvania
Jesus,
rally.
come on.
Trump escorted away after loud noises at PA rally.
You literally see blood.
With a picture of him with blood on his face.
I know.
Trump whisked off stage in Pennsylvania after loud noises rang through the crowd. Ex-U.S. president walked off stage. He walked off the...
Jesus
Trump
Christ.
removed
Fucking classy.
from stage after loud noises startles former president. Secret Service rushes Trump off stage after he falls at rally. This one is crazy. Forbes put this out an hour ago.
Oh, this
Will
one, yeah.
surviving gunfire be Trump's next appeal to black voters?
Jesus Christ. They deleted this, by the way, from what I understand. It's amazing how all these people who are fucking saying all this stupid shit and then they delete their tweets like no one's gonna fucking see it. Especially if you're like really big. If you're really big, and that's a little. I'm kind of going jumping the gun, but
No. Where's the link? No, I don't believe it.
Oh my God. Oh, they took it down. There you go.
The article has been deleted.
Holy.
It was so bad that Forbes got rid of it. They took it down. That's so fucked. Archive it? If somebody can give me a link.
I wish someone archived it. There we go.
Okay. Oh my God. The release of his criminal mugshot deeply resonated with black voters. Hopefully being
Wait,
shot
what? When the hell did that fucking happen? I don't... Okay. Why? That's... Holy shit. How fucking racist. Wow. Wow. Jesus Christ, what is wrong with y'all? Oh my god, I like to think of myself as a kind of a chill streamer. I don't really make like super big reactions like a lot of other VTubers, which is but god damn, how fucking stupid are you to fucking say shit like this?
Doesn't have to be a similarly problematic strategy to link Trump with an experience far too many black people have.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
guys,
Oh
hey,
god.
hey, I'm just reading it, okay? I'm just reading it. Don't get mad at me. The photograph of what's been known as the Black Power salute. Hopefully Trump
Wait,
doesn't
what?
claim that he raised his fist was an homage to two black... Oh my
Oh
god.
wow. Okay. I'm just this person's going off the fucking. Is this guy going off the fucking idea that this is staged or some shit?
Bro, like, I want to let you
What,
guys
Keith
know
wrote
this
this?
article was so stupid that
Yeah.
Forbes deleted it. Very rarely
Are they
does
gonna
it go
apologize?
that far. Yeah, Forbes is like, guys, this is... Read it. Does that sound good?
I'm a diversity, equity, and include. Holy shit! Oh dear God! But unfortunately, of course, Twitter has to have a fucking opinion. Social media, people have to have really bad opinions, or some people just can't realize to keep their fucking mouths shut. I got more. There's videos like I think we're here from Hero He. I think this is Rev. Like. Yeah, and the next one is Rev. They might be going over the same things, but I just want to get everything out there because this holy shit. That's like the most. That's probably one of the very disgusting things about this whole thing. So yeah.
So as you probably heard, there was an assassination attempt on Donald Trump yesterday during a rally. Reuters reporting that the suspect is Thomas Matthew Crooks and sharing this high school yearbook photo of the dude who's no longer alive, as he very promptly, very swiftly met his end after the failed assassination attempt. And this attempt failing has apparently upset a number
Not sure if this is the best footage to be showing, but okay.
of people, including VTubers on the internet. One such example can be
I haven't said anything really all that much other than like, why did this person delete the fucking tweet?
Right here. This person says that we were so close to being safe, laments that the attempt failed, and says we were so close to being safe. And this is a very confusing tweet to me. What do you mean we were so close to being safe? You know, I don't talk about politics often, but when it has come up on occasion, I've mentioned that
I don't even like talking about politics that much. I'm not a political VTuber. It's like kind of why I don't really watch a lot of Kirsha. I like Kirsha. Kirsha's a sweetheart and everything, but I just don't don't watch a lot of her stuff lately. But god damn it, these people dipshits are trying to really fucking push it onto me. You know, I just want to live a fucking peaceful life with my horror games and whatnot. Nope, you just keep fucking bringing us back in. You know, even John Wick wanted to fucking just be alone with his dog and live a nice, quiet life. Nope, gonna just fucking start shooting everything I love, aren't you? Just start going, well, not love, but just try to push me into this shit, aren't you?
I view politicians on both sides to be highly corrupt and highly ineffective. And it's like, even if
That's just politics in general, but yeah, I get it. Same.
someone doesn't like Trump, they should still be able to acknowledge that there's been massive issues in this country politically way before Trump even ever considered running for office. So whenever I see someone like freaking out and trying to put all the blame for every bad thing in this country on Trump, then I can't help but laugh. And what makes it even funnier is that a lot of the people who make takes like that are actually obsessed with politics. Like, they make everything about politics 24/7. Then
Their life must be fucking miserable. Like, person who has to fucking gravitate to do nothing but talk about politics, you must be a fucking miserable person. Like, full on. You must be so goddamn angry and so fucking pissy. I don't like talking about politics. Growing up, I never liked talking about politics. There was 3 things you never talked about: money, politics, and religion. You know why? Because those are so fucking massively divisive types of things. You're just gonna piss people off, and it comes off so obnoxious. And honestly, politics to me are stuffy and boring. I'd rather talk about anything else. It's like, god damn.
turn around and show a massive ignorance when it comes to any knowledge about what's actually going on in politics. Icing on the cake, little bonus cherry on top if they also claim to be critical thinkers. You see that a lot. Dudes will sit there claiming to be critical thinkers, acting all superior to others, when in reality, they can't even think at a reasonable base level. Anyways, then I saw this tweet from Rev saying, at least say with your whole chest, you freaking loser, and showing this screenshot from a VTuber named Tricky Wee. who made a tweet that's since been deleted. And
Yep.
Tricky has apologized. We'll get to that. The tweet said,
Remember to always shoot your shot. Surely you won't frickin' miss.
someone saying not the time or place Tricky, and Tricky responding saying,
I don't
Oh,
give a frick.
that was weird.
The unfollow button is right there.
but yeah, ultimately it seems like Tricky did care or
Yeah.
something, because ultimately Tricky did delete the tweet.
Like a
Also
fucking little
responding to
coward.
Rev, saying, I didn't care about
Like I
your
said, like I said before, I don't know what's worse is that she fucking deleted it or that she said it. Because I don't, shit. A lot of fucking people on social media really like to be all fucking tough, Mr. Big Nuts, when they don't actually show their face or some shit, or they fucking somehow think that just because they have a whole bunch of followers that people agree with you. And apparently, oh, well,
reply
here
to
you
me
go.
per se, but I did delete it immediately after because it was in bad taste. And I educated myself about the whole situation. Impulse tweet after opening Twitter, it was absolutely a bad joke. Rev responds back saying, yeah, nice try at damage control. You don't care, yet you responded. You don't care, yet you tweeted that disgusting stuff. Get out. And Kirsch also responding, linking to a tweet that Kirsch had previously made, saying, when people tell you who they are, believe them. Finally, Tricky taking to her own
Of
Twitter
course.
account to issue a further apology, essentially claiming to have made a stupid impulse joke tweet without knowing the full story of the situation, and saying that she's incredibly sorry and that it was a highly insensitive thing to joke about, and that she'd never actually advocate for anyone to get hurt. However,
Hold on, go back. Okay, let's read this. I messed up with a very poor taste tweet. I made an impulsive, stupid joke in the heat of the moment and immediately regretted it. I jumped the gun, not knowing the full story of the situation. I jumped on the bandwagon of missing your shot tweets, believing that no one was harmed. I have educated myself. Well, okay, the very fact, it doesn't matter. Someone got shot at. That's not a joke. That's not... Jesus. One, stand by your stupid ass fucking tweet. Two, if you've never really been political, I don't know the fucking contents of this person's tweet, Tricky's fucking stuff. I don't know, it's just another horny tuber or something. But again, like I go to the politics are always very fucking messy and disgusting. This is the type of person who believes that the people who follow her believe in every single fucking thing, worship the ground she walks on, and just she can talk about like, oh, feeling sad, and she gets a bunch of fucking retweets and likes and oh my god, you're great, and a lot of instant affirmation. And then she fucking makes a dumbass tweet like this and then realizes, oh, and then people go after her ass, and then she realizes, oh, well, first she kind of doubled down a little bit. It's like, oh, I don't care, unfollow me, blah blah blah. And then I'm pretty sure this doesn't read like somebody who feels bad about what they said. This someone who's going to the realization that she could fuck up her career. Like that little gamer sup fucking logo could fucking be very well be in danger of being gone. Like a lot of motherfuckers out there like to think they're all fucking Mr. Big Nuts on Twitter and not realizing, oh, maybe fucking use your fucking brain. Use some fucking common sense before you tweet some stupid ass shit. I don't think there's much else to read about. Yeah, while it's all a good joke, this is not one of them. Highly insensitive. I would never advocate anyone getting hurt. It was a childish mistake. The JK train is an attempt to lighten the mood, and it did not. Failed, I'd say. But it made it seem more insensitive and very serious situation. I am very sorry. The not giving up to is directed at the replier, not the situation itself. Still, that is a piece of shit thing to say. And apparently she is losing fucking followers. So
top comments are not so receptive to the apology.
let's see. Yeah, I think what it did, I don't know if it's actually...
This one, for example, saying, I think what did it worse was the responded tweet, as it came as most insensitive than any other person who was making similar jokes. It felt like it wasn't a joke anymore. And posting an image of the tweet we already went over, where Tricky responded to that person, saying that she doesn't care, and the unfollow button is right there. Another top response, saying, I believe you meant it towards Trump. I believe you were gleeful it happened and mad that they missed. I think you're sorry that you are now in trouble. If anything, you can use this as a life lesson, but as far as anything else, you might not recover.
There's some people out there who are also going like, oh, she needs a manager. I don't know. Again, I don't know her fucking finances. No, again, like I said, no, you need to fucking use your brain. People are getting way too, like, I think some people have said this before on I remember seeing this on Side Scroll. It's like, people are getting way too fucking comfortable being an open book on Twitter. On social media, they act like it's their fucking journal. Guys, keep some of those thoughts y'all need to keep to yourselves if you want to fucking say them. Like, you didn't even have to say anything about this. Jesus Christ, you could have just kept your fucking mouth shut.
So the responses do seem to be critical towards her. However, here's one that's a bit more neutral, saying, honestly, I don't know how to feel yet about all of it. The joke was very bad considering what had happened. I never really known you for causing any concern or issues. All I can really say is just be more aware, considerate, and careful about the situation.
I'll keep your mouth
there's a
shut.
few more
There you
examples
go.
out there of VTubers making tweets like this and then it backfiring and they deleting it or apologizing about it, stuff like that. But
Journalists.
my throat's acting up again, man. I'm still
I don't
not
even want
fully-
to fucking talk about the shit like Mercante and all those little shithead journalists, game journals are fucking doing. I know Mercante said oh, it was a bad shot. Like, so, oh, the shooter, and it was a stormtrooper. And like, oh, they should have used VATS. And then she deletes that. And then she fucking goes, oh, you know, people are acting so crazy. Yeah, fucking Mercante fucking being not projecting, going a day without projecting impossible. Holy shit. But still retweeting shit about it. Especially some other what's her Caroline Petit, whatever the fuck her name is. Jesus. Bunch of other journals. Just not saying anything, but retweeting a bunch of the stupid shit that people are saying.
healed. So I'm going to try and wrap this up here. There's still like more stuff I want to hit today if I can. So I'll leave this video where it is. Hopefully you enjoyed this coverage. And
yeah, there you go. Subscribe to Hero He. I like him and Rav do some good work. And I think that is good. Yeah, this is the last one. Again, he made this like 3 hours ago. Again, usually wait a day or a few days before like start reacting to these, but this is pretty big news. So,
hey, what's up, guys? Rav here.
Pretty sure he also talked about some of these other tweets, but he might have been a bit bigger deep dive because I know he was replying, or at least he was showing off some of this shit.
So we all know that Twitter is an absolute cesspool. It is one of the most toxic places on the internet. However, over the past 24 hours, I think it's been the most toxic stretch in the history of that platform. Now, on this channel, we do cover things that get a bit political, but we don't typically get too directly involved in politics. However, there are sometimes events that are so big and the reaction is so widespread that it comes to areas that are very relevant to this channel, like in today's case. So there was an event that happened yesterday, a very big one. We'll get into the details. And it got such widespread reaction that VTubers were reacting to these events as they were unfolding. And the reaction from some VTubers are absolutely disgusting. So what am I talking about? For context here, yesterday, former President Trump was holding a rally in Pennsylvania. And during that rally, he survived an assassination attempt. Now, miraculously, the bullet only grazed his ear and the shooter was immediately dispatched. However, the very unfortunate news is that an innocent bystander had their life taken during this shooting that unfolded. Now, Twitter being the absolute cesspool that it is, had a very unhinged reaction to this entire situation, where here are the biggest trending hashtags from yesterday. One job, how do you miss? They missed. Twitter users were most angry about the fact that the bullet didn't hit Donald Trump more clearly, obviously ending his life. They were upset that they couldn't see their political opponents game ended for their opinions. That is absolutely unhinged, and as predicted by Curry Renji here, the reaction would get into the VTubing scene as well, and people just couldn't help themselves, okay? As predicted, you can see the V-tweeters saying the awful stuff that you would expect from
Are these
them,
people
saying
still on
they
Twitter?
hope this will inspire other people to game end these leaders. This person encouraging people to finish him and things like that. I mean, some of these might actually land you in federal prison, by the way. But we also see some VTubers like Dinah here saying, if I speak, and then saying, don't say anything. Well, you pretty much spoke without having to. But we also saw this individual once again saying, ah ha ha, I shouldn't say anything. And then 2 seconds later, sharing this image right here with the quote, try again. So once again, their impulse control is negative. It's non-existent.
Can't just fucking get offline.
They can't help themselves.
Jesus Christ.
They have to say these things. And you know what's really sad? If you're going to do things like this, if you're going to glorify or encourage violence against people for
At least
political
stick by
views, at least say it with your chest. Like, this is pathetic.
Let me guess, they fucking deleted this shit too?
You have to actually go out of your way to try to downplay what you're saying to not get in trouble on Twitter. Like, at least hold on to your beliefs and say it with your chest. Stuff like this is just embarrassing. But we also saw some bigger VTubers getting in trouble over this situation.
I don't know who this was.
As pointed out here. And another one referring to this Coconuts
Christian
individual
VTuber
who is a pretty well-established streamer. Now, what did they do?
Not horrendous.
Well, they were live streaming in front of 900 people as these events were unfolding, where Coconuts thought it would be a great idea to change the name of her stream title to They Missed Shaking My Head. And then she manually pinned a donation message basically saying they wish the shooter was a better shot. Yeah, I'm
Well, it
glad
says
you let
maybe if they left him embraced guns a little more, they could have actually landed the shot. Well, they did land the shot. They fucking killed the guy.
the world know this about you that has nothing to do with your content, and you've exposed yourself as this truly disgusting person who is glorifying and laughing at this violence.
Gonna take a stab in the dark and say Twitch ain't doing shit.
And in the true stunning and brave fashion you would expect, they immediately deleted the VOD as soon as
Of
their
course,
stream was over, and
fucking
they
coward.
noticed that on Twitter they were getting bombarded with criticism, and they've gone radio silent on Twitter since then, hoping this whole thing will just brush over. However, some people are not taking the silent approach. They're pulling out the ukuleles, and they're trying to apologize and get ahead of the situation for impulsive tweets they made about this situation. The main culprit here...
okay. I thought they meant that lady. I was like, what the fuck? Like, don't... Jesus Christ. I mean, goddamn.
...is tricky. So this is a pretty well-established agency. Around 200,000 followers on Twitter and over 400,000 subs on YouTube. Now, what did they do? Well, they threw their hat into the ring and made this now deleted tweet saying, "Remember to always shoot your shot. Surely you won't effing miss." Referring to what happened and expressing their disappointment and frustration that the shot wasn't more clear. Yeah, as you can see, stunning and brave, once again, they deleted this tweet. However, before they deleted it, they had a series of replies, not only emphasizing the context of what they're referring to, but also replying to this user saying, "Not the time or place, tricky," where they replied saying, "I don't give a F. The unfollow button is right there." And don't worry, people found the unfollow button. In fact, a few hundred found that unfollow button. But you can see the timeline of events here. So they would delete their tweets, try to cover up their tracks, and then they would tweet this out saying,
Jesus Christ.
Just kidding, trying to make like a little silly haha of this whole situation. You can see the timeline of events here. So 15 minutes after that tweet, I made my tweet saying, "At least say this with your whole chest," referring to the fact she made these tweets and deleted them. Again, just like with the previous user, like if you're going to share these beliefs that I think you genuinely hold, at least have some balls to stand by it instead of immediately deleting it the second you're hit with any criticism. Here's a very good piece of advice. If people want to go mask off and show you who they really are, listen, pay attention, observe what they're doing, because they are letting you know exactly where they stand on things. And she would actually reply to my tweet calling her out here. And I'm flabbergasted they thought this would work, but here's what they said.
I didn't see this.
I didn't care about your reply to me per se, but I did delete it immediately after because it was in bad taste.
I think more because she did not get the response she thought she was going to get. Again, she probably thinks a lot of people think she's based and it's so kooky and crazy. No, they think you're a fucking piece of shit for doing this.
And I educated myself about the whole situation. Impulse tweet after opening Twitter, it was absolutely a bad joke. And like I was talking about earlier, the audacity of this reply, the fact that they thought this was going to work is crazy. Either they're a narcissist or they've been living in a bubble and they're not used to controversy like this.
Well, yeah.
I don't really know. But the thing is, they thought they could come into the replies of this tweet and try to gaslight everyone into believing this is some silly misunderstanding is crazy, and nobody was buying it. And honestly, I really wish they would make likes public again, because I'd be very interested to see who these 343 people are liking this tweet, because I would assume there's probably a lot of VTubers in those likes, and I think that would be very eye-opening to see the kinds of people supporting this message. But let's get into the message itself.
That would be kind of funny if
dissect
Musk
it a
just
little bit, okay?
undid it.
So she starts off by saying, "I didn't care. I don't care about this whole thing." Oh, you do care very much. You care enough to reply to my tweet.
We're going to find out soon. That's not true.
You care enough to make multiple tweets about this situation. You clearly care, and you care the most about the fact that you're getting criticism for what you tweeted. That's what you care about. You're getting backlash, and now you're scrambling to try to fix the situation. And I love this language about educating yourself. People always say that when they're in trouble. "Oh, I educated myself on the situation." What education did you need on this situation? It's
Someone
very
got shot
clear.
at.
The context speaks for itself. And you immediately ran to Twitter and made those tweets about the situation.
Yeah, I've heard some other people. I think what was it? Keith, Mighty Keith, fucking said that. Oh, I educated myself because he was making claims that it's so staged. It's like, what did you educate yourself at? Somebody got shot at. Someone did get shot and died. What do you need to educate yourself on? Jesus Christ. It's like I'm not really a very super hyper loud streamer or anything. I don't like most of my reactions, despite playing horror games, I don't get like super jumpy or like, crazy. But this hurts my fucking head. I mean, this annoys the fuck out of me. Jesus Christ.
How were you educated from literally 20 minutes before this reply was made? That's all that happened. That was the timeline. It was like 20 minutes. So what were you educated on? And on top of that, we see this whole thing, this narrative that this was an impulse tweet and it was a bad joke. Now, in the VTubing scene, a lot of people are trying to support the narrative that these are all just jokes, right? Meanwhile, they're the same kinds of people who would cancel you for an edgy joke you made 10 years ago. So I don't really buy that.
Yeah.
And on top of that, I don't really think these are jokes. I really don't. I think these people genuinely have this hostility in them. And
I don't know about that. I don't want to believe this. She's really this horrible, but I feel like she made a really stupid ass joke, and this is not the thing. She really. Again, I'm not entirely sure about her fucking content. I don't know. She seems like another one that shows a lot of boob. But it seems like she tried to make a really edgy joke, thinking she was going to be based in shit, and it kind of blew up in her face, not realizing that's probably not what her fucking audience goes to. Then again, I don't know, but that's just what that's what I'm thinking.
And they just kind of went mask off in this situation. They went mask off and showed what they really think. And in this situation, with further context, you can see replies from earlier when she made her initial tweets, clarifying that she very much dislikes Donald Trump and Republicans, which,
well, there you go then.
Totally valid. That is your opinion. That is your right. You have every right to dislike people because of their political views, or to disagree or have a certain set of political views. That is totally your right. But you cross the line when you start glorifying and tee-heeing at actual violence being directed at people because of their political beliefs. That's when you go too far. And when the explanation in my replies didn't work, she would add...
It's amazing that people keep deleting their tweets too, thinking that no one's going to find that shit, especially with somebody with this, with such a big following. Someone's going to find that shit.
A new tweet further trying to explain the situation and apologize. So let's read it. It says this: I messed up with a very poor taste tweet. I made an impulsive, stupid joke in the heat of the moment and immediately regretted it. I jumped the gun, not knowing the full story of the situation, to jump on the bandwagon of missing your shot tweets, believing that no one was harmed. I have educated myself now, and I am incredibly sorry. While I'm all for a good joke, that was not one of them, and it was highly insensitive. I would never advocate for anyone getting hurt. It was a childish mistake. The JK tweet was an attempt to lighten the mood, but it made it seem even more insensitive to a very serious situation. I am very sorry. The not giving a F tweet was directed at a replier, not to the situation itself. So
this does not read like somebody who's sorry. This is somebody who's afraid that they're going to lose their fucking sponsorships. I said this already, but I don't know. I mean, if she's afraid that this little thing is going to go away soon. That's what she's afraid of. She's covering her ass. Some people have even said like, "Oh, these people need like managers." No, you need to use your fucking brain. That's what you need to fucking do.
Just more
common sense, time and place.
Trying to save face. I think it's very obvious that they are most sorry about facing criticism for what they tweeted. I think that is very obvious, and they're doing everything in their power to try to remedy the situation, because as always with all these sorts of VTubers making tweets like this, it in no way benefited your career. It did absolutely nothing for you, even if the tweet was largely supported.
Say nothing.
But in this case, it's backfiring, and you're losing followers and subscribers as a result. And what did you gain? Absolutely nothing out of it. You've created a massive headache for yourself. And if you look at the replies on this tweet, I mean, there's nearly 1,000 replies versus the 3,000 likes. And most of the replies are basically calling BS. They don't believe you. And they're bringing up other tweets that make it seem very clear that you knew what you were doing in that situation and you only had a change in tune when people started piling on the criticism. But for now, that's going to do it for this video. It's very interesting to see how all of this is unfolded in the VTubing scene. Another crossover of real life serious events somehow getting into the scene. It's wild. But as always, feel free to share your thoughts about this situation and today's topics in the comments.
I mean, honestly, it's not really much. Well, this is stupid. She should have kept her fucking mouth shut. I think a lot of V-tweeters out there need to keep their fucking mouth shut. Of course, they're saying it because they want to get some semblance of clout. My honest to God opinions, I didn't even say anything on Twitter. I maybe just asked like why the hell she deleted it and whatnot. But mine is essentially, don't go shooting people. I don't know. Don't go shooting a political opponent. I don't care if you don't like Trump. I don't really hate him. I don't really like politicians in general. If this was the other way around, it'd be absolutely horrific. If like this was on Biden or something, that would be horrible. Like that's not, you essentially make martyrs. I think that's disgusting that anybody would even remotely try to, and the fact that somebody did die is even more saddening. And it's disgusting that people are trying to fucking do the mental gymnastics and trying to downplay this or try to make it seem like it was staged and whatnot, or like saying, "Oh, he missed. Oh, we are essentially mad that the guy did not die." It's fucked up. I hate politics. I hate politics a lot, and I don't talk about them. I'm not like, say, Kirsha, who can talk about this stuff a lot. That's her audience. That's her prerogative and everything, and I like her. She's awesome. It's kind of why I don't watch her that much either, but that's just not something I like doing. I like playing video games and horror movies and whatnot. But yeah, fucking hell.